Welcome to our YouTube channel, dedicated to exploring the latest insights and opportunities in the world of finance and investments, with a special focus on currency revaluation, gold and silver investments, cryptocurrency, and make money online opportunities and more. If you're interested in staying up to date on the latest developments in currency revaluation, particularly the Iraqi Dinar and other currencies, best to subscribe to this channel. Please note that the content on this YouTube channel is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. We are not licensed financial advisors, and the opinions expressed on this channel are based on our own research and personal experience. We strongly recommend that you do your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor. Also, just before we go any further, this channel has a weekly giveaway of 100 Dogecoin. To enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and watch this video until the end, because if you don't, you'll be automatically disqualified from the giveaway. We will be sharing the random hashtag keyword daily, and then comment hashtag the keyword in the comment section. Also, today being Sunday, we will be announcing the lucky weekly winner from this week's giveaway. Good luck! Now, let's continue with the latest Iraqi Dinar Intel provider news today. Please take any of these pieces of information with a grain of salt and do your own research. First off, I want to thank everyone for tuning back in, and if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss what could be the most pivotal stretch we've seen yet in this journey. When Iraq finally makes its move, you'll want to be ahead of the curve, not catching up after the fact. Now, over the past couple of days, some major developments have come out. Iraq is signaling it's closer than ever to global integration, with talk of long-awaited international agreements finally being completed, serious moves to tighten its money supply, and even historical obligations coming back into focus that tie directly to the value of the dinar. On top of that, you've got top leadership openly supporting a stronger currency, which we've rarely seen before. I'm going to break all of this down for you, guru by guru, and then at the end, I'll give you my own final analysis, tying it all together. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for that. All right, let's get into the updates. From Intel Guru Marks via PDK. Article: An economist expects the next government to change the exchange rate of the dollar. He explains the reasons. These types of stories started running in the days before the Kuwaiti revaluation. From Newshound Guru Claire. Article: Minister of Trade Athir Dawood Al-Ghurairi announced that Iraq has completed the technical files required to join the World Trade Organization WTO after 2 decades of challenges. They are ready to become full members now. No one knows when, because they have not told us yet. We shall see, but definitely not at 1310, in my opinion. From Intel Guru Frank 26. The new exchange rate cannot come out at 1310, because when Iraq signed the Paris Club Agreement, in 2003, the countries of the Paris Accord Agreement Club decided to forgive the debt of Iraq up to 80% under one condition, that when they came back to the international community, their currency would have at least a value of $1 American. This is in print. This is in the writing of the Paris Club Agreement. That is why I sleep with a smile on my face every night. These are historical days. The new exchange rate is here, and the WTO is hinting at that. From Newshound Guru Militiaman. Article: Al-Sudani stresses the importance of expanding the scope of work with the American company Halliburton. The association with a company this large, as Halliburton is, like it or not, shows Iraq has the capacity, credibility, a state of stability, and focus, based off results in its monetary reforms, to attract global investment at the highest global levels. What we can see is a collective commitment from Iraq to be able to integrate into the international markets. From Guru Nader, from the Mideast. Article: Iraqi President Abdul Latif Rashid has expressed support for measures to strengthen the Iraqi dinar, including backing the central bank's efforts to raise its exchange rate. This article will tell you everything. Everything and everything. The president of Iraq, not al-Sudani, the president came out and talked about the dinar. He said he wants to straighten up the dinar, straighten up the exchange rate, straighten up the banking system, financial system. This will tell you everything. Good one. From Newshound, Intel Guru, FNU, LNU, article. Oliver Wyman, a U.S.-based consulting firm, is actively involved in Iraq's banking sector reform. This reform is a critical step towards Iraq's integration into the global financial system, which is seen as a prerequisite for any significant change in the value of the Iraqi dinar. Since I brought Oliver Wyman into the conversation a few months ago, many quickly latched onto the name and have been throwing it around without the necessary basic facts. OW clearly states that a future revaluation is not expected to happen this year without significant external intervention. As Joe Friday used to say on Dragnet, just the facts, ma'am. From Newshound Guru Claire article, Al-Sudani's advisor, Iraq's external debt is at its lowest level in history, not exceeding 10% of GDP. Quote, Salah revealed that external public debt in all its forms is at its lowest level in the history of public finance. The Iraqi economy is one of the most cash-generating economies. From Intel Guru Frank 26, when you go to the IMF website, I hope it still says it, it says the Iraqi dinar is going through a revaluation. That was impressive for them to come out and actually say that Iraq is going through a revaluation of their currency. It's no secret. XE is a trusted site. XE says, notice, IQD may be redenominating. It's no secret. From Newshound Guru Pimpy, article, Iraq completed the technical files to join the World Trade Organization. You will hear people out there going, look, they're almost done and they're about to become members. First of all, they're already members. Second, they have a little ways to go. I just don't want anybody out there jumping the gun. Being a member of the World Trade Organization is a big plus for Iraq. This is a big step for them. Iraq just needs to keep pushing forward. From Newshound Guru Jeff, it strongly looks as though Iraq has everything economically leading up to the rate change in the new budget period, time to wrap everything up during Soudani's term as prime minister, finishing everything when his term ends, and then get into the elections. The timing of everything is precision. From Newshound Guru Militiaman, quote, Iraq has completed the technical files to join the World Trade Organization. 2 decades. They've been working on that. Got to remember, too, a lot of these things are going to take place after the fact once Iraq has a real effective exchange rate. I think the WTO is going to be a component of after the fact. From Guru Nader, from the Mideast, they are reducing the currency. You should be really excited, very excited when you saw that. Last summer we were talking about it was 167 trillion dinar in the streets. Yesterday they came out with the article, we reduced our currency, it's only 97 from 103. It's exciting. Before ending with the last update, the hashtag keyword for the 100 Dogecoin giveaway is Intelli-Nvest. This will be for next Sunday's giveaway. Now let's announce who's the lucky winner of the 100 Dogecoin. The lucky winner is shown on the screen. Congratulations! Please contact us via email, and the email contact will be provided under the description of this video. On the email, please use 100 Dogecoin winner in the subject line and provide your Dogecoin address. We will also reply to your original comment if you are at least a basic member of this channel and let you know that you are the winner as well. You have 4 days to claim your prize. Okay, let's move on. From Newshound Guru Claire, article, Syria removes 2 zeros from its currency and changes its shape. Quote, 7 informed sources said that Syria will issue new banknotes and remove 2 zeros from its currency in an attempt to restore confidence in the pound, which has suffered a sharp decline in value. In an effort to facilitate transactions and improve monetary stability, the Central Bank of Syria informed private banks in mid-August that it intends to issue a new currency by removing zeros, according to a document seen by Reuters. And finally, the last one, from Intel Guru Frank 26. They extended the 31st Iraqi bank reform deadline. Really? So it's 50-50. You can look at this as, this is really good. Or you can look at this as a disaster. I give you what I feel deep, sincerely in my heart. This is good. I was looking from the 4th of August until the 31st of August, but now my president has extended it. All right, family, before I get into my final thoughts, let me remind you, if you've been following this journey with me, hit that subscribe button right now. You don't want to miss what's coming, because when Iraq finally makes their move, you're either going to be ahead of the curve or left scrambling. Stick with me until the end, because I'll be tying all of these updates into my own take on where we really stand with the RV/RI. Now let's talk about what stands out. First, Claire's note about Syria removing 2 zeros is important, but not for the reason some think. Syria's move is a straight-up lop. It's cosmetic, meant to simplify transactions after runaway inflation destroyed confidence in the pound. Iraq, on the other hand, is doing the opposite. Instead of chopping zeros just to survive, Iraq is reducing its currency in circulation. Official reports confirm the money supply dropped to about 98.4 trillion IQD in Q2 2025, down nearly 4% year-on-year. Nader highlighted this too, saying CIC fell from 167 trillion to around 97 trillion. That's a contraction of about 40%. You don't shrink your money supply like that unless you're preparing to support higher value. It's a textbook pre-RV step. Fewer notes to redeem, lower inflation risk, and a smoother path to introduce lower denominations in coins. Second, Iraq's fundamentals are aligned for strength. Inflation is holding under 3%, reserves are above $100 billion, and the gap between the street rate and the official 1310 rate is now within a few percentage points, close to the IMF's 2% benchmark for Article 8. Add in the fact that they've contracted Oliver Wyman and K2 Integrity to overhaul their banking system, rebuild correspondent banking, and meet global compliance standards, and you see why this isn't just theory, it's groundwork for a tradable international currency. And this brings me to FNU LNU's claim about Oliver Wyman supposedly saying no RV this year without external intervention. Let's set the record straight. There is no report, press release, or credible source where Oliver Wyman ever said that. They're a consulting firm hired to guide banking reform, not to dictate monetary policy or announce RV timing. Their job is operational: AML compliance, liquidity standards, correspondent banking relationships, not exchange rate projections. The only institutions that speak on RV/RI timing are the CBI, IMF, and sometimes the U.S. Treasury. So when someone claims Oliver Wyman is calling no RV this year, that's not fact. That's speculation and honestly fear-mongering. Finally, the WTO progress cannot be overstated. Iraq has reportedly completed all technical files needed for accession after 2 decades of delays. That doesn't mean full membership tomorrow. It still requires market access negotiations and legal alignment, but it does mean Iraq is positioning itself for integration into the global trading system. And as I've said before, you don't line up WTO membership, IMF Article 8 compliance, and banking reforms just to keep a currency parked at 1310. So here's my take. Iraq is not following Syria's path of desperation. They're tightening money supply, cutting inflation, boosting reserves, and laying global banking rails. The Oliver Wyman no RV claim? Pure noise. The facts say the opposite. Iraq is in final prep mode. With elections on the horizon, Soudani has every reason to get this done on his watch. In my opinion, the RV/RI is closer now than at any point since 2003, and all Iraq has ever done is signal that they're ready to raise the value of the dinar. That's my final analysis. Also, we released a breaking news article video the other day. Iraq just made a major move toward joining the World Trade Organization by completing comprehensive technical responses, an essential step that signals a shift toward full international integration. While this might seem like a routine headline, it's actually one of the strongest signs that Iraq could be preparing to move off the program rate and take the dinar global. In this video, I'll break down how this development ties directly into the RV/RI process, how it connects with IMF Article 8 compliance, and why this moment could indicate the beginning of the end for the 1300 rate. If you've been watching for the clues and waiting for confirmation that Iraq is ready, this is the update you don't want to overlook. Most people will miss the significance until it's too late. Please go ahead and check it out by clicking on the link on the top right of this video, as you don't want to miss this. Lastly, please drop a comment below with hashtag and the keyword and let us know what you think. If you like this content and like to support this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified when new videos are uploaded. See you on the next video.